Good morning. Ooh, that's hot. Happy Saturday. It's I was going to say it's a lazy Saturday morning, but it's not really lazy. I've been busy, not moving terribly fast, but thought we should have a nice cup of coffee together. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, and let's connect on this Saturday morning. Please say hello in the comments as you join us for this broadcast this morning so that I know you are there. And we will take a moment to connect. I know we are like right in the middle of a long weekend, so people have got all kinds of things on the go for this weekend. So yeah, Jenny, hi. The sun is shining. It's so fantabulous. It feels good. It's supposed to be a beautiful day today. I don't know, depending on where you're watching from. We've got beautiful weather today, and then it's going to kind of take a turn tomorrow and get a little bit cooler. So if you have that outside thing you want to accomplish or do or partake in or enjoy for this long weekend, today is the day that you need to do it. Okay? Today's the day. Good morning, Cheryl. How was the rough stock last night? It was good. Okay, I'm going to give a shout out to the Bowden Egg Society for a moment because they've created a really great announcer booth. I mean, if I had to tweak a couple of things, I would. I'm not here to criticize, but I feel like if you're an egg society who's going to build a booth in the future, consult those who are in it of what you require. Outside of the view, it was really, really awesome. Rough stock event itself was really good. We had a great turnout. We had a good night. There was fans there, so that's always really, really fun. Good morning, Shannon. And we had a good one. So that was considered the last one in the FCA's series that they did. And there's going to be a finals happening Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Strathmore next weekend. So if you're a rodeo fan and you're in Alberta, they can take up to 200 people per day. So you can check the FCA's socials on how you can get your tickets and have some fun with that. But I thought I would take a moment today, if you're cool with it. But of course, as always with Coffee Club, as you join us, if there's something on your mind or something you want to chat about today, please post it in the comments. Let's have a talk. Today, however, is the International Day of Charity, which I'm not going to lie, I don't know if I didn't realize it's been happening for a few years or I've just never paid attention or why it caught my eye today, but it did. And I was following the hashtag Charity Day and taking a look at posts from all around the world of different charities who are celebrating. Now, today, originally, they created this International Day of Charity to honor Mother Teresa, and they wanted a way to celebrate her winning the Nobel Peace Prize and to honor all the efforts and work that she did. And then it sort of morphed into becoming an International Day of Charity where you were able to honor and highlight all charities across the world. And I think this is pretty cool because it gives you an opportunity that if you wanted to make a donation to a charity, today would be a really cool day to do so. And honest to goodness, even if you have only $5 to give, that $5 makes a difference to any charity you choose to give it to. If you are unable we're all in different financial areas at different times of the month or in life. If you're unable to donate today would be a really great day to share a post or give a shout out to your charity of choice. And maybe you have several. I think we all kind of support a number of different charities, or we're involved with service groups that donate back to a number of different charities in the communities which we live and play. But I thought if you wanted to take a sec as you watch this video to give a shout out to a favorite charity or a charity of choice or something like that, it would be really cool if you did that today. Hashtag it Charity Day, and let's spread the love for people who are doing incredible works to support our communities around the world. And I got then looking up, I mean, we all are familiar, I think, with quotes from Mother Teresa and a lot of her work, but there was a few of them that I was like, oh, they're so good. So I thought I would share them with you today, if that's okay with you. And I think one of my favorites isn't necessarily the quote per se, but it's the concept behind it. And her quote was, if you can't feed 100 people, then just feed one. And I like the concept behind this because I get working in, I work a lot with different charities and I work with different organizations and groups and that kind of thing. And I hear a lot from people, or I see a lot of posts on social media that like, what difference can I make? And this problem is so huge. What could I do about it? Right. And so the concept behind the, if you can't feed 100, just feed one, to me is that whatever little thing that you can do to support a whatever causes a ripple effect, right? If we throw one tiny stone into a lake, the ripples are huge. So if we do one tiny thing for a cause, with a cause, to help promote a cause, it can do really big things. And you've seen it when things get shared on social media and they go viral in whatever weird way. Share something and start it going viral, I guess, for lack of a better term. I like that one. The other was, if you judge people, you have no time to love them. And that's a hard one, right? I think we are humanly wired this way, right? Because, and it's not only necessarily in judgment, right? But I think we fall prey to comparison, the stealer of joy. And we don't necessarily judge something, but we might do this comparison judging thing, or we might just full out judge people. And we've been there, even as simply as like, what were you thinking when you put on those pants today? We all have those thoughts. We're human, right? But if we're spending our time judging, we have less time loving. That was my thought on that. Melanie says, I think people forget that you don't have to think about it in terms of feeding the world. One can make a difference. 100%. And Mother Teresa was very avid in, if you wanted to make the world happy, go home and feed your family first, right? And you're allowed. I think that I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong on this one, my friends, but I think we think that if we do things for ourselves or our families first, instead of for our community or for this charity or for this yada, 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 then we're being we tell ourselves this weird lie about being selfish. But in fact, and we've heard it and we've learned, and they've done studies and people are talking about it all the time, that if you're helping this piece first in your family and that core, and then move out, you're creating more strength into community. So in case, because I've been there, I will admit to you, solemnly swear on this Saturday morning, I have been there where I have thought those things. And we have to erase that lie. Another one is, some people come into our life as blessings. Some come into your life as lessons. Does that hit home for you today? That was a big one for me, because I think I've had experience in a lot of lessons people over the last while. So maybe you have too. And I think, through this crazy time that we have had, we are getting all kinds of lessons versus blessings. So I really like that one was big for me. And then, not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. Love it. Mother Teresa, you are amazing. So those were some of my favorite Mother Teresa quotes. If you have others that you would like to share in the comments, please do so. If you have other fun comments sort of along these lines, by all means, share them in the comments. They don't have to be from Mother Teresa. That's just what today started out honoring, turns into an International Day of Charity and an opportunity to support a charity of your choice on this beautiful Saturday. So that's what was on my mind today. I don't know, what's on your mind today? Those quotes were, just some of my favorites. And I think, I don't know about you, but for me, I like to take quotes like that and I'll write them in books and journals and I'll hang them on the fridge and I try to incorporate them into daily life, which is not always easy. But as we've learned, if you watched the video from my friend Kara Marshall that I posted on my Facebook a few days ago, is that September is also a month where we are going to celebrate our humanness. Good, bad, or otherwise, all of the things that make us human are a treasure. And I don't know if we take a long time because we try to think about, especially if you're somebody who is on a spiritual journey or right, you're thinking about your soul all the time. You're thinking about, your soul is your essence, your soul this, what's going to feed your soul, what helps your soul. The word soul has become an incredible marketing term also, and people are promoting things about your soul all the time. But have we taken a moment to just appreciate the humanness that we also get to experience on our time on earth? And I don't know. I think there's moments where if you or someone you know is suffering from a health ailment, for example, it's hard to celebrate humanness when the vessel that is carrying you is not, I guess I would say, is not serving you well in that moment, or so it would feel, right? Because our humanity is also a very, I guess it would be a very short-term process. And the reality of that sometimes is kind of freaky. How did we get so deep on a Saturday morning? Where did that come from? But you know what I mean? Celebrate your humanness piece as well as honoring your soul. That's what my feeling is of today. Maybe it's because I've just had way too many cups of coffee before I joined Virtual Coffee Club with you this morning, and have in fact switched to tea. Not that it really reduces the amount of caffeine that I am intaking because it is not caffeine-free tea, but it feels good. And I love having the opportunity to have a cup of coffee with you this morning. You're a little bit more quiet than you were the other day. So it's a quiet Saturday morning for you. That is okay. If you're not into sharing a quote or giving a shout out to a charity of your choice, just post them in the comments. Let's give them some love. Then what else? What do you got planned for your long weekend? Some people doing really busy things. Some people just hanging out around the house. It is what it is. Yeah, I was just looking at my notes to see if that was all the quotes. And I think, for a day like this with Charity Day, is that giving isn't just about making that donation. It's about making a difference and choosing the path to make a difference. So yeah, that's that. What do you think of this? Should be a peachy day. I hear you on that one. Make sure your veggies are out of the garden. That's what you're doing today. That's a good one. Little harvesting long weekend. Yeah, I got to pick some tomatoes today. That I know. And that's that, I guess, on a Saturday morning. I appreciate you coming on and hanging out and taking time to have coffee with us today. Cheers to you. Drinking out of one of my favorite cups. I feel like everyone should have a cup like this. And then when you feel like you are not living up to this kind of category, just remind yourself, Happy Labor Day weekend to you as well, Shannon. Alberta Clipper is coming our way. Yeah, the weather is going to turn tomorrow, so it says. But there it is. All right, my friends, I'm going to let you get back to your Saturday morning activities and fun. Thank you for coming on and having a coffee with me this morning. Cheers to you. Have an incredible rest of your long weekend. And I hope that you have an incredible day. We will most likely touch base again tomorrow morning and have a quick coffee as close to 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time as we can get on a Sunday morning. Have an incredible rest of your Saturday, and we'll talk to you soon.